bear. Robot and the 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 bear. Look at that guy, Erick Martinez, doing that Robot and the bear dance. Robot and the bear. Robot and I don't know. It's not the. It's
Killed
not.
it.
It's not my
No,
best
that
one.
was great. That was
Robot
great.
and the bear, because I think Eric likes the robot and the bear.
The classic, the
Yeah, the
hit.
classic.
The hit
Where
song,
I,
the hit,
the
the hit.
banger of the bunch.
Yeah.
How's it
So everybody,
going?
welcome Erick Martinez, special guest on Robot and the Bear.
What's up?
Hey Eric, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. So we have two Erics on the show tonight. It's going to
It
be
shouldn't be a problem.
It's gonna
Should
be
be okay.
confusing.
It's going to be fun. I refuse to address people by their last names, so it's going to be
Doesn't
good.
matter.
Okay.
Eric, if it's a question, assume it's directed to you.
Wait, what? So which one?
Anyways, but 2024, guys, first
Oh, yeah.
episode of the podcast.
Happy New
Is that
Year.
true?
Instead of taking a lazy fucking photograph of the screen and posting it on the grams, I actually asked Eric for material to, promote the show with. We got a picture of you from what looks like
You
an
guys
art piece.
chose the worst picture of me.
That always happens. That's the idea.
Yeah.
You look like a bandito, though. You're sitting there like a little. You've got
It
a
looks
mask on, and
It looks like
you
I've
look
been
like.
tabling for 2 days, that giant robot, and you caught me right at the end of just being over it.
So I'm assuming that's from an art biennale.
What's that?
Was that from the from an art biennale?
From the
Or
What are you
Martinez
Combini,
talking
or
about? You mean a
Combini,
museum
Combini.
exhibition?
Combini thing. Yeah, that's
Oh
Yeah,
my
it was from the
goodness!
Combini.
Combini. Sorry,
Terrible.
guys.
Oh my
Sorry.
goodness!
2024 has been a rough year, guys. It's been
Really? Okay. So wait, Eric, where are you at? You're in looks like a bedroom.
Yeah, this is like my studio, I guess. My art studio. I have a bedroom, and then I have the art studio.
Oh, right on.
nice.
Yeah.
So you actually do your wood cutting in this room right here?
No, I do the wood cutting outside in the backyard, but everything else is done in here. I screen print in here and do everything else.
Wait, you screen print in there too?
Yeah, I have a little table right next to me that I screen
Awesome.
print at.
Awesome. So I think, was it last year maybe, where was that your first? Maybe it's the year before, your first full year of being like trying to be a full-time artist.
Yeah,
Right.
December was my full second year. So
Oh, it's already 2 years.
So it's in December. So I like right at the end of the year is when I end my full year of also being full time. So yeah, starting year 3 now.
Wow. So how's that been? Talk about
Hard.
that. Like, yeah. Talk about
Yeah,
that a
I
little bit.
mean it's yeah, like it ups and downs. Some months are like really good, and then some months are harder for sure. Like some months I'm like I probably should have worked more, but it's been happening. It's been fine. Like I haven't gotten to a point where I really need to like get a day job again. So that's good,
And that's
So
just all from selling art and stuff, I guess, like prints and
And
things.
drugs. No, I'm kidding. Uh, no,
there's always that.
Well, you're
yeah.
talking to Luke Chu here. He's an expert.
No, not in the selling, but
Okay.
Just consummation, or no,
Yeah.
consumption.
consumption.
Yeah.
I was, yes.
Okay.
Those are my old days. Well, so tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, where did you go to school? Did you go to school for art? Did you like how what brought you to the path?
The path, I mean, I guess I've just always been like the kid that drew, like I was never good at school or like anything else. But the thing I was just always doing in class was doodling, drawing on the desk, getting in trouble for that. But I went to Cal State Northridge, which was fine. I got what I could out of it. What I liked about that was that a lot of art center teachers teach at CSUN. So I kind of feel like I got an art center education a bit through that. But yeah, I went for illustration. I got my BA. I probably the best thing I learned was how to screen print. That's like I'm glad I took a printmaking class and I learned that. But and then from there it's just been, as I graduated, I just started making, like always making stuff. Like I've never really stopped making stuff. And even when I was in high school, I would just put my stuff on Flickr. And I would sell like random drawings or like hand-drawn stickers on there to like other tagger kids that were on there too. So yeah, I feel like I've always just made stuff,
Did you participate in the street art game as well? You mentioned
Yeah, like a bit. I was like never a tagger, but I was always I carried the USPS like sticker slaps, and I would like not tag on them. I always drew. Like I always had a character I drew, and then I just put them all over Santa Monica because that's kind of where I grew up. So yeah.
Are you
So
still
when
in
did
Santa
you?
Monica?
Oh, go ahead.
What's that?
Are you still in Santa Monica?
No, I'm in Inglewood now.
When did it become your style become kind of what it is now? This sort of I don't know what you call it. Is it a little bit of that Emberly, a little bit of mid-century, a little bit of kind of that beatnik style
like
art?
retro kind of stuff.
When did that happen?
Probably college. I think I was always into it. I feel like I've always gravitated towards that style. But I think in college is when I really started like focusing on that more. And yeah, and then from there it just kind of like has grown and changed, I guess.
But what about like when you're in high school? What did it look like then? Like, were you drawing like little hip hop dudes or something, or what? Well, there's like a little path that a lot of artists take.
Oh, the
Yeah.
deviant art path. Everyone takes the deviant art path.
Well, it seems like there's that, or they draw like these hip hop.
I had
people.
one. I think I always drew a bit in that like simplified graphical style, but it's hard to say. I feel like I was probably pulling from so many different artists at that time and still like learning how to even use materials. I feel like I kind of jumped on pretty, like I always drew, and I always like just drew with a pencil or a pen, like on homework or stuff. But it wasn't until senior year that a teacher actually gave me a sketchbook. My AP art teacher gave me a sketchbook, and that was like a game changer.
How so?
Because I had like, it was like a purpose, like now I have a thing to actually draw in. Before it was just doodling on whatever I had, and now I had a thing to actually focus on, and then that was my first class where I fully had access to like just whatever art materials I wanted to use in that class. And then that sketchbook got like all of it, I tried gouache, I tried watercolor, acrylic, everything, just threw it into that sketchbook. And from there, I think once I got to college, I realized that gouache was like my main thing.
Wow,
Is that
that's
what
pretty awesome.
medium? Is that what you're using now?
Yeah, so I started with traditional gouache in college, but I've now started using the Holbein one, the acrylic gouache, which I really like.
I've never worked with gouache. What is acrylic gouache?
So it's pretty much a acrylic, but it looks like that flat matte look that gouache gives you. And so what I like about
I was gonna say, is it as pigment dense as normal gouache is, or is it?
Yes, it's strong. It's like really vibrant colors, which is what I love about it. And what I like is that with traditional gouache, if you like drip water on your painting, then like the paint kind of like comes back to life and you can like, but this one doesn't. So I'm glad that now I can be messy, and like if I drip water on my painting, it won't get messed up, hmm
Yeah. A common thing that happens in most
Yeah.
studios.
Because what do you work with? Is acrylic or oil?
I'm acrylic. I'm an acrylic
Okay.
painter. I'm thinking about transitioning to oil just because serious artists paint with oil, but like, but I don't know. Yeah. I think that, yeah. I'm always kind of curious about like how artists like choose their mediums. Like I remember, I had a colleague who painted mostly with like cell animation paint.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the reason why is because it's also a very pigment dense paint that is relatively fluid. It's because it usually comes like ready to go. Just squeeze it out of the
Yeah.
mustard bottle, and you know and you can like do real like pinstriping and stuff like that with that stuff. But I imagine it's also kind of delicate in its own way, but at the same time not as delicate as acrylic paint is, because acrylic paint is, it just takes a little rub, and the paint just kind of, you know um
Like scratches off or
yeah,
something?
it can scratch off, like depending on
Okay.
what you're painting on. If so, like say plastics or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You need to prime those things. Anyways, but so what were some of the artists that you would consider like most influential, as you were like finding your current
Mm-hmm.
style?
I feel like early on, I mean, like Mary Blair is like a
Mhm.
clear, the Disney stuff. Alexander Girard
Mhm.
is pretty big. What's her name? Margaret Kogallen has kind of always um been there somehow. Like I don't feel like my work looks like her or like I take much in the style, but like always somehow like there's been that influence
Mhm.
of her work in my work.
Cool.
Um
It's pretty refined and I guess relatively simple in the end,
yeah.
but really refined. So I could see it.
And then Tim Biscup, um Little Friends of Printmaking, just people working today too for sure.
Right, right.
hmm
When did you start doing the woodcut stuff?
Um Good question. I feel like it started before that pandemic. I started like kind of messing with it a bit, but
Mhm.
it really like kind of took off during the pandemic. I had more time to just explore, and then it kind of really like it clicked when when I made the little devil guy. Like I
Mm.
feel like people were like, "Oh, cool!" Like because I just made them for fun for me, and then
Mhm.
people were like, "Can I buy it?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then so I started making more, and then from there it kind of clicked as like I'm such a like toy person that like it made sense that like, oh, okay, now I can in some way make my own toys, even though they're like, they don't move or they're not like articulated, but still like I can kind of make little figures for people, you know?
Was the devil character in your current a lot present in your current show? Eric, Martinez currently has a show right now at Giant Robot Gallery. Is part of a 5-person show. He has the main wall on the entrance to, when you come into the left. In case you guys are not familiar, the show will be up through this weekend. But was the devil character? I don't remember seeing it.
No, I don't think I've included him in like any show. He's just kind of been a thing I sell on my shop, and over time he's kind of become like my logo for my just all my work, but I don't
Mhm.
seem to include him a lot in like shows or like work. He kind of just lives as his own little guy
Hmm.
that I
Hmm.
sell, but maybe I should include him more into like pieces because people seem to like him. So yeah.
It's that fun juxtaposition between like these like really kind of playful blocky geometric shapes, and then this character that's supposed to represent the ultimate evil, that like makes it kind of fun. Like, you would expect to see a lot of um I don't know, like if you're looking like old-timey toy stuff, I think you would like expect to see like slice of life kind of situations, and then
Mhm.
you bring in the devil, and it's just kind of like, oh, was not expecting that.
Yeah.
um,
And I
But
think people are,
yeah.
here, go ahead.
I was
no, go
gonna say
ahead.
the Red Devil is sort of this like there's a maybe a little bit of a historic like 60s maybe 50s. There was just a lot of funny weird devil usages, right? In
Hmm.
different things like, well, Red Devil fireworks, that
Mm.
can of like what is it, ham or something? It's got a little devil dude on it, right? There's like the devil was kind of used a little bit in kind of weird cartoony ways for a second. I don't know about
Yeah,
now,
he's
but I
been
kind of
used in
yeah.
design a lot, right? Like a lot of design work, a lot of logos. But it's never scary. It's always for something kind of
No.
you don't expect it for.
Mhm.
Yeah, what is it? Is it like there's some kind of a devil ham or something or
There was a deviled ham, yeah,
yeah, right?
like
It's a little
yeah.
devil character on there, I think.
I wonder what that was it spiced ham,
Something
spicy?
like that. I'm not sure, but I just remember the yeah. So it's just one of those things that the Red Devil fireworks was a brand,
Hmm.
Mm.
because it's like kind of evil, but they're like firecrackers. Whoa, you know, it's like yeah, I don't know. Maybe the devil's do you think the devil is like at a peak right now, or do you think the devil has lost its luster? What do you think, Eric?
I don't know. I mean, definitely anytime I do anything devil related, people seem to love it. But I think it also falls into that Halloween crowd where people just there's that certain group of people that just love anything Halloween,
Mm.
and devil just falls into that crowd. So
Mm.
I feel like the same people that are always buying my Halloween shit are the people buying my devil stuff.
Because I guess, what year were you born?
93.
Okay, so in the 80s, metal music,
Yeah.
Judas Priest, Iron Maiden,
Iron
Motley
Maiden.
Crue,
Yeah.
Anvil, even tons of bands. It
The
was all
satanic
like
scare.
it was satanic. Yeah, there was a
Yeah.
satanic scare.
Satanic
Like
Panic.
you are
Yep.
worshiping the devil if you're listening to metal. And some of these bands played it up to sell more albums. They even
Hmm.
put backward masking on their vinyl records so you can like hear and then you play backwards and it's like, I want some deviled ham, right? It's like but
It
you know what I'm
said,
saying?
go to
It's
Giant Robot.
yeah. Well, it was in the 80s, but I mean we're talking Motley Crue. I mean they had frocked hair, they wore tights, lipstick,
Hmm.
and somehow they're telling you worship the devil, but they were wearing like striped tights. You know what I mean? Like this
Yeah.
wasn't very devilish. But I thought that was just so weird. Like that was a peak. You played D&D, you were gonna go to hell,
Yeah,
right?
go to
That was already
hell.
bad. But this was like in the 80s, and like, do you think is there anything like that now with devils, or is
I don't
you know
know. I
is
mean, I'm seeing Iron Maiden this year.
yeah, but the devil thing's gone. They're
Yeah, it's
flying
gone.
airplane. They're private jetting now. They
Yeah.
cut their hair because they don't
Yeah,
have
they're like
any.
adults now. Yeah.
You know what I mean? The devil thing's gone. It's all about like now it's theatrics and
I think
comics.
it.
It's like Eddie.
I
The
think it
devil's gone,
exists
right?
in a different, like, slight, like, more fundamentalist kind of thing. Like the world has moved on into like even weirder, dark, and more stupid conspiracies, right? Like the
So
flat
the
earth.
devil's kind of like, oh, like you're not like, oh my god, I saw him. He just ran across my backyard. The devil. No, right?
Yeah,
No,
no,
no.
no. It's kind of
See, the
just
devil, there's nothing scare. There's like the scare factor is kind of gone.
it's
To
like
me,
fun
anyway.
now. Yeah, like I said,
Yeah.
it's like a Halloween thing now. It's just like a jack-o'-lantern or any other Halloween
You mean the little
decoration.
pumpkin that you can kick and that's the devil? It's just not. There's no devil.
That's what I'm saying. It
Uh-oh.
is right.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
did we lose Luke?
For a moment,
No,
but
no,
it's
no.
okay.
I'm
Okay.
listening.
You're back. The devil's gone. The devil's gone. It is now
Well,
just
gone.
iconography. It is iconography
Yeah.
and Erick Martinez art.
Well,
Yeah.
now we have jellyfish UFOs. I don't know whether or not.
Yeah, that's seen around the world.
I didn't even know
Yeah.
what that was until Eric told me.
But you never
I
seen a
showed it.
jellyfish UFO? Oh my
I
gosh.
showed it to
Well,
him.
now I saw. When I was putting up the show, Eric showed me the video.
Yeah, no,
That's one of my favorite things. It was
It's
filmed
happening.
in Iraq, and like the like who was it? Corbell is the thing. I can't remember his first name, but he did he does like all these UFO like related films and podcasts and stuff like that. And I saw the one podcast in where they kind of like were instrumental on kind of propagating the interest in the jellyfish UFO. And they were saying he was saying that like it was filmed in Iraq near a US base, and they sent soldiers out to go look at it with night vision goggles. They couldn't find anything, and
It dipped into the ocean, right?
yeah, apparently it dipped in the ocean.
It supposedly dipped in the ocean for 17 minutes and it came back out, is what they said.
And what was the
I never
thing
seen
that
that video
caught it? Like, what recorded it?
I never saw that part. What's that?
What recorded that?
Yeah, it was some kind of a drone that got it.
Yeah, a drone,
Okay.
an observation drone that they have like kind of circling the base.
And it's
Okay.
infrared, right? It was infrared, so it had like heat signatures that changed from hot to cold and all this stuff. So no, it happened.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's real.
And there's
I
other
don't know.
videos.
I don't know.
There
I don't
is
know what
other
it is.
videos. Like
I don't know what it is, but it's real. Like that's not some computer thing. That's like
Yeah,
real,
yeah.
right? I just
So
don't know.
fuck
If there's...
Satan. Satan is out. he's just
Jellyfish aliens are in.
jellyfish UFOs are in.
And there's been more sightings of that jellyfish UFO around the world.
Well, my next show is going to be all jellyfish.
Well, you should make one
UFO.
out of wood. First off, that's
yes, you should.
yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
It'd be all
That'd be
smiling,
sick.
or would it be not smiling?
Both.
No.
Capitalize on it. Just smiling, not smiling.
Okay, one of everything and see what sells.
Yeah,
and then the one that sells, you make more of. Okay, I got
exactly. Yeah.
you. Do you have red Beats by Dre headphones? Because
No,
you're
they're
the
like
devil? Oh.
they're not Beats. They're like the cheap. I bought them on Amazon
Meats?
like years ago. Meats. Yeah.
They're Meats. Meats by Bray.
No, but yeah, they're cheap headphones, but they've actually lasted years. They're pretty good. I didn't pay a lot for them on Amazon, but they've lasted. So, I recommend Meats.
Meats by Murray. Big
Come on,
red
Meats. Endorse
beef
Eric,
ass
Eric
headphones.
Martinez. I honestly just don't have the hearing anymore to like you go to too many shows and like you're just chipping away at your hearing, and so
yeah, I try not to wear them anymore.
right, like I used to want to like I had when I was a kid I used to have dreams of being like that, having that crazy like analog tube audio file set up in my house, and that came to the sad conclusion that I just don't have the hearing to be able to like really differentiate like the differences between...
No, just play the music on your phone. It's
right.
It'll work.
Yeah, just you get like I'm totally happy with my shitty, like I still have one of those old like iPod Bose speakers, the one where the bottom has this little drawer that swings out and you can put your old iPod in there, and like you have
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just use that.
But I think if
I
it's music you like and you've heard a lot of times, I think your creative, like your own mind will fill in the sound anyway, right? Like if you hear a really low volume, you kind of it's almost enough. You can kind of just
Yeah,
like
you
be like,
already know it. Yeah, your
yeah,
mind
you know the
fills in the
song.
blanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like me watching The Office rerun or something. I'm just like, I already know what's gonna happen. It's perfect. It's in the background. I'm like smiling because I already know, and I don't have to watch it. So in a way, maybe it's like that. You know, if it's you don't have to be an audiophile.
Well, that happened to
Right.
me the other day. I went to Johnny's pastrami right there
Oh,
near you,
yes.
and
Yeah.
you know how they have the little jukebox thing.
Yeah.
So I put the song, but they were playing it super low. But I could still like my mind like could fill in what the song was saying, but I could barely hear it. But it was that same thing where I'm like, oh, I know that's the song I put because I can like
Wait, what
vaguely hear.
I want to take a wild guess cuz Johnny's is like a 50s style. It's like going to eat at Happy Days, Al's Diner or something, right?
Yeah.
It's got that 50s vibe. I'm trying to think of what song would you have picked that would have like fit a pastrami. Erick Martinez, La Bamba.
I don't think that was on there. I would
Oh,
have picked that if it was on there. Another guess? One more guess?
Luke, you have to guess.
I would guess like something Al Green, but I don't know.
Oh, I
That's
think that was on there. I did not pick that though. I think I picked two songs. I don't remember the second one, but the first one was the Zombies Time of the Season.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
everyone's
I
disappointed.
forgot.
Oh.
No, I forgot. It's a pretty white place.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
of
it's in
course,
Culver City.
they're like La Bamba. Pff, hell no.
Yeah.
They're like Chad. But he crashed the plane for Buddy Holly. You know, right? That's what they're probably saying.
Yeah, it's his fault.
Like, oh, Buddy Holly
He
died because
killed
that
that
guy
white
was on the
guy.
plane, right? Yeah, I'm sure that's what they're saying. So they threw that record out. They probably got a bunch of Buddy Holly, and then
Oh yeah, there was a bunch of
course,
Buddy
Zombies.
Holly. Zombies was on there.
Of
Mamas and
course.
Papas.
Oh yeah, see, there you go.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. They're just like, yeah, whatever. Whatever. The Doors, do they have that too? Even though it's like 10 years later.
No, that wasn't. They didn't have doors. I don't think they had doors.
Okay.
You know, I noticed that actually brings up a thing that I was thinking was the music that you usually pair on your reels is, you know, kind of like, you know, like you're really kind of like, you know, playing with that old timey thing. Like is that what you think of like the kind of like some of the woodwork stuff that you're doing? Like, are you referencing like that, you know, pre you know, like early 20th century kind of, you know, sound or aesthetic?
What? Yeah, I think for the woodwork, I definitely gravitate towards just like folk art. You know, like I like old, weird, folky shit I would find like at a flea market or something. But with the music, I feel like I don't want to put a modern pop song or something. I just feel like I want to put something that is more like there's no lyrics. It's just kind of a vibe or like a bit of a, you know, background music to something you're seeing. But I don't want to put something everyone already knows and like they focus too much on the song. And I
Right.
feel like if I put something from the like past, like from the 20s or 30s, no one's like, oh, that's my jam. You know, I think that everyone's kind of like, oh, that's like just a nice tune that's playing while I'm seeing this, you
Mm.
know? So I think it's like if you also I think if you put something from like a pop song, it kind of dates it too. Like one, it like shows probably how old you are or like what you're listening to currently. But if you put something old, then it's just kind of like already dated for everyone.
Right.
And it like kind of it's just like old and everyone agrees and it's fine, you know?
Mm.
So I think that's what I try to do. Just music that won't be too distracting, but it's like kind of just chill.
Mm.
But also
That was
I like gravitate towards like that type of stuff a lot.
that might be like hit music of that era.
Yeah,
That was like the
probably.
hit. Yeah, it's so weird.
Are you on
And also,
TikTok?
I'm like,
too?
no, people have told me to do it because they're like, you'll gain followers or like more people will be watching, but I don't know if I want another thing to have to post on,
I can
you
just
know?
take some of your reels and put them on TikTok. It's
Is that how that works? I could just do that?
yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you
Okay.
could you can easily just like take it. You could save the reel to your phone and then just upload it onto TikTok.
Mm.
It's shouldn't like be too big
Although,
of a
aren't they like going out of like, aren't they shutting down that app or something? Is that still happening?
no, no,
I
No,
don't think
not
so.
anymore. Oh,
no. They
okay.
can't.
No.
They
See, that was like the devil scare. It went away,
yeah.
right? It was
Okay.
like they're mining all your information. TikTok, they're what is it, spying or something?
Right. Because
Right?
it's like
It was a Chinese were spying. Nobody
yeah.
gives a
Oh,
shit anymore.
No
yeah,
one gives
no
a
one's.
shit anymore.
It's like the devil from the 80s. It's like TikTok scare was like so 2 years ago.
Okay.
It's time. It's just an app. Use
All
it.
right, I guess I'll
We've
hop
all
on.
gotten we've all gotten used to like all of our information is just being raked
It's
over
out there
Yeah,
anyways. Yeah.
we're spied on. You know, so I watched a YouTube video of construction workers in China. You know, like the ones that are kind of poor, right? They come from the countryside and they come to a city. They work on a high rise. They work 24 hours a day. They actually sleep in the building that's being built. So they
Mm.
actually don't go anywhere. They stay there all the time. They work whatever it is, 10 hours, and they like actually stick around because they don't have a home, right? They're basically homeless. So then they're interviewing some of them, and then it's like some of them are like 55 years old, older than me and
Mm.
you, Luke,
Yes.
not and you, Eric, but they're just older. Some of them are 60, but and then it says, "What do you like to do? Like, what do you do at night when you're not, like you're not doing your construction?" Fucking, the old guys are saying they love they just look at TikTok, and they're saying it in Chinese. They're just like, I can't say it in
Or
Chinese,
whatever
but
the
they're saying,
name of their version of it is. Yeah.
yeah, but they're saying no. They say TikTok actually. They're looking at TikTok. And I was like, oh shit.
Wow.
Like I thought that would be for like younger kids, but these are like older folks that with like full on
Funny,
families
but
from the
like I think
countryside.
like it's
Yeah. I just
Yeah.
thought that was weird. I was like, oh shit. It's like and more than one person said that and they were older. And they're just like, what do you do at night? Oh, just look at TikTok videos. I was like, shit, that's
I
crazy.
guess there's just content for everyone on there now.
Yeah.
It's like YouTube.
Yeah. I was tripping out on
yeah,
that.
TikTok. I love TikTok. I create some of the worst TikToks on TikTok. Like I will look for the shittiest CapCut template, and I'll just throw in like one of my products in there and just post it, and it's like, yep, I'm contributing. I'm uploading useless data, into the ether for all of you guys to consume, and
But do you
I'm
like it?
loving
Like,
it.
do you, based on just like art, like, do you feel like people are seeing your stuff more than on Instagram?
Oh no,
No.
I'm probably getting 200 views
Okay.
on TikTok, and I'm like, I think one of my most popular videos on TikTok was a video of me throwing a box, the packaging for stretch tight saran wrap.
Uh-huh.
Are you guys familiar? It's from Costco. When you buy like their saran wrap, and it's just this box of saran wrap just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes, and it took me 5 years to get through an entire like box of this stretch tight, saran wrap
Wow.
stuff. And so I created a video of me like mourning the end of this box of Kirkland stretch tight, and me throwing the box away. And that, more than anything else, I think has the most engagements.
Wow.
Really? So it's the random stuff that gets popular on there, huh?
I thought stretch tight were like some pants you bought, Luke. I was just like, I was
No,
making faces. I was like, no, like you
no,
bought
no, the
stretch tight
saran wrap.
pants and you're throwing it away, huh?
No, I'm throwing away that
Gotcha.
box. I'm throwing away the
Gotcha.
it's great stuff because it comes with this like little like slider that has a blade in it. So like you
Gotcha.
pull out what you need and you slide and it, and then you wrap up
Technology.
your yeah, exactly. Like that, crippling cares. And yeah, it's I create like, content just because, like, why not? Like, whatever. I'm just going to create like dumb shit and it's going to be great. And I don't, like,
Yeah, just have fun with it. I mean, that's all you can do, right?
right. Like, if I'm relying on this to, um, you know, make my career go forward, then that is a terrible gamble. Like, just have fun, like because
Okay.
you just sit there and you're like, because I will just sit there for like 30 minutes, like while I'm waiting for paint to dry, just watching like videos on like Facebook or TikTok or Instagram,
But that's
and
kind of why I don't want it, because I'm like, I'm already on Instagram way too much, and now a second thing to be flipping through.
Oh,
Right.
It's just
you'll
kind of like,
eventually, maybe you'll dump Instagram and you'll go straight to TikTok because the videos are
maybe.
so stupid.
well,
Yeah.
for me, I think the reason why I watch more Instagram and or watch more TikTok than Instagram is because Instagram feels like work, and
Mm.
like my Facebook and my TikTok, both apps where I don't really post, like work related stuff on, and um, like I'll like listen to people debate, the flat Earth, or I'll listen to, on like on TikTok Live, or I'll listen to people debate, like just dumb political stuff. And it's just the most pointless shit because you have a whole bunch of people out there who really are not experts in their field,
Mhm.
trying to debate people who are also not experts in their field. And it's just kind of ridiculous. Like, there's this one video, this one live stream, like maybe half a year ago, that I was kind of really obsessed with, and it was like some guys who probably live in some Southeast Asian jungle, and they just have a live stream, and it's nighttime and they're trying to go to sleep, and then people will send them gifts, and as soon as the gifts come in, they have to get up and like do this fucking dance, and
Oh
then
God.
It's live though.
and then they would fall back, and then they would go, after they do the dance, they'd go lay down again and try and go back to sleep, and then like 10 seconds later someone will send them a gift and they'll have to get back up again, do the dance, and then it
Wow.
was just like, it was almost like torturing these people.
But do they get money too? Like
They get
with
money.
the gift? Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense. Okay.
yeah,
I
yeah.
might start doing that then.
Oh, yeah, it was like and it was this dumb chicken dance that they were doing, and it had like this
Okay.
song that was all nothing but like chicken clucks, and when the gift would come through, it was so dumb, and at the same time, like, so cringy to watch. You just couldn't stop watching it. You're like, oh my god, like you'll just wait for, like, another person to, like, push the button, make them get up and
Oh my
turn that fucking
God.
That's
movie.
torture for sure. Wait, and they were, where were they? Like in the jungle or something?
It looked like they were in a jungle, like, just like,
Wow.
like kind of palm style trees all over
Hmm.
the place, and they're like sleeping on the dirt, with a blanket over the dirt. It's just
Wow.
like, wow,
Damn.
this is
Damn.
so terrible.
Wow.
It's
Sounds like
literally,
exploitation.
it does, like, there's a Skid Row cam on
Oh
TikTok.
no.
Oh, and it's just some
Fuck.
guy, I think he lives there, and like just looking down on the street, and it's just like, what are you fucking doing, man?
So
Like, this.
then if you send him something, what happens? Does somebody dance on the street or something?
Well, no, he apparently
Oh,
takes all his, like, the gifts that people send him, and he like throws it back into the community, apparently.
like
Or that's
literal. Oh, does he throw the
Okay.
money from his balcony onto the street? That'd be interesting.
No.
Like every
Oh
time it comes in,
God,
like
that is
money,
That'd be
terrible.
fucked
throws
up.
the
That'd
money
be-
into the
that'd be
street,
worse.
and then everybody has to go fight for that money. So like, maybe a bell should ring, bing, and then he throws the money in the street, and then that would be
Oh my God.
fucked up video, most fucked up
That'd be
video I thought of.
worse.
Why did I think of that?
That's,
You would watch it though, huh, Luke? That's terrible.
I would watch it. I would watch it.
I would-
I won't. I
it's so
can't
fucked up.
lie. I
I mean,
watch it
that one
because-
actually, like, people would be donating money just so they could see that happen. Oh, it's terrible. That's how
Oh,
like
it's
we're
terrible.
so fucked up.
But
We're
like
so
you know,
fucked up,
like,
but we're laughing, but we're so fucked up. It's like such a fucked up idea that it would work, right? That would work.
It would work, yeah. But
oh my God,
unfortunately,
it would.
work.
It would work.
Yeah.
That is terrible. That is terrible, and it's amazing at the same time. Like you just like tapped into something, Eric.
I'm sorry, I just terrible.
I like that Eric asked at first. Well, at first he was like, "Oh, that's terrible that they're recording them," but then he came up with something way worse.
Yeah. It's so bad.
So
Sorry, everybody.
dumb.
Couldn't help it. The idea was just there, and I was like, I think this would make money. Like people would be sending money just so they could, like $5, and be like, well, if you give me a 20, I'll throw. It's like,
No, no.
people
Look,
would
if you donate $5, you freaking give you spit out $4. To
$3. What are you talking about? So you keep two, at least got to keep two, and then you throw the 3 bills, goes woo, and then it's like, and then if somebody says 100, then you throw like $40, but you say it's 60, you throw 40. It's in like fives, let's say $5 bills, and you throw like 40s. That's 8 bills. Goes woo. Oh my
Eric,
gosh.
you are the reason why this world is such a fucking mess.
Sorry.
Also, that wouldn't work because you're getting digital money. You can't throw.
No, it's okay.
You would
just
have to carry a bunch of cash on you.
Yeah, but as long as you get the money, you have the cash sitting there, and you just throw it. Come on,
Okay.
because you're still profiting. It's okay. You just profit.
Eric's ready. Eric is so ready.
Profit.
Yep. Every day you freaking like
Wait.
go, you get like freaking
Wait,
like.
I got a better idea. Can we rent a space and have some like a Arduino type of programmed machine where you could just control this from your house, so you don't have to even go there?
I know it's based on Sawtell.
No, but I'm saying it's that like I push a button on my desk, ding, and then it just spits out the a certain amount of money. Then you don't
It
have to do
shouldn't. You don't even need to freaking like have like a
So
person
bad.
like spitting the money out. You should just create a machine that like.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not there. It's just automatic.
And what we could do is we could like take the giant robot like.
No. Luke Chew Bear costume. A Luke Chew Bear costume. Just
No,
sitting
no,
there,
no.
the bear.
No, it's even better if it's a
Terrible.
So
robot.
right at the top, like this,
Yeah.
throw in cash.
The
Yeah.
worst
like-
idea ever. It's so fucked up. Oh, I'm sorry.
Thanks, Eric.
Man,
Thanks to
where did
contributing
that come
to.
I'm an entrepreneur. What happened? This is what happens sometimes. The absolute worst idea comes out, and it just still makes money.
Is it the absolute worst or is it the absolute
No.
best?
It's a matter of you would watch it. Oh,
Pretty
it's so
bad.
cringe. It's pretty bad, but you would watch it. Okay, anyway. It's like watching people fight. Like people have to watch this carnage, but
right.
Yeah,
You're
someone
like,
already
God,
did
fighting's
that, right?
terrible.
Wasn't that already
that?
a thing? Wasn't that already a thing? Homeless people fighting.
Oh, the bum fights,
Oh,
like bum
Bum
fights.
fights.
That's so bad. Again,
Yeah, that was
That's the
so
same
bad.
thing.
that's so fucked up. That is so fucked. That one I don't want to watch because they're hurting each other. This is
Yeah.
like, and we're trying to give money.
But the thing is
As
that
they
you're
fight.
also like hurting people, like because what you're doing is you're creating a situation where people will like you, fuck you.
That's completely a byproduct. That wasn't supposed to happen. Bum
Yeah.
fights is like, but then it's just fights. This is like passing out money free.
This is called They Might Fight.
Eric, see, you are just the branding expert.
Yep.
You're the
Yeah, good job, Eric.
okay. We can move on. Terrible. We
Next
spent
topic.
too long on this. Yeah, we spent too long on this. Sorry.
No, I mean, this is what Robot and the Bear is all about. The Robot and the Bear.
Well, someone's gonna get
The-
wealthy
the
off of
art
this.
is the facade in which we
Yeah,
like,
we start with that, get it out of the way, and
and now
I
we
know,
go.
we're all serious. We're all serious. Oh, Eric, where did you learn art? Oh,
then
we're like, oh,
who
whatever.
cares?
Whatever.
People want to hear like this, the dirty, like freaking creative shit that like, just comes out from these kind of conversations.
Creative. We're so creative.
Creative chaos. That is what we brew
Yeah.
here on Robot and the
Okay.
Bear. Anyways, so I had the best pizza in Los Angeles today.
What's that?
Oh my God, it's a
Butters?
dog.
Is that Butters?
Butters.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, your dog is really cute.
Yeah, I
Seems to
found
like
her.
not mind being controlled by you either.
No, she's very needy. That's why she was like jumping on
Oh,
my
so
leg to
cute.
hop
Oh,
on.
it's so cute.
That is so cute. I wish I had a dog, but at the same time, I'm glad I don't have a dog.
They're a lot of work.
They are a lot of work.
But worth it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say yes.
Sometimes.
Worth it.
No, yeah. But
Always.
I already had a cat when I got the dog, so it is like extra work. But I do love her. She's a cutie. I wouldn't have kept her if she wasn't cute and quiet and calm.
That's good.
So you would have just said, "Oh, just don't come back."
I would have
You would not have.
filmed it and thrown money at her.
Oh.
No, okay, let's not go back.
Oh, wait, you could do the opposite. You could put the dog in the backyard, no food, and it's like when someone gives you
No.
money, you throw up kibble. You're like, kibble? And then you're like, if you don't give money,
Guys,
I can't
if
feed the
she's
dog.
not gonna eat,
Yeah.
Terrible.
just get arrested.
How long can you watch my dog starve before
God.
giving?
Before I get arrested.
Oh wow.
Aw.
Wow. So
Okay,
many
but
things.
best pizza in the city, I heard.
Yeah, back to that most
Yeah.
important topic: pizza.
I think I had my favorite pizza in Los Angeles today. It's a pizza place called Pizzeria Say. Pico
I've been there.
Pico Robertson. Yeah. That place is so good.
Oh,
Tell
I
me
know what
about
you're
it.
talking about.
Tell us
Yeah.
about it.
Oh, it's apparently Japanese
tell us,
style pizza.
tell us why.
Well, I've had it twice, right? The first time I had it was we picked it up and took and ate it like back at my girlfriend's place. But then today we went and like it was like 4 p.m. The restaurant just opened. We just walked up and grabbed a table and sat down and ate and got the pizza fresh, and it was amazing. I had one of those like what the fuck am I eating episodes where I was just like, holy shit, this is so fucking good. I haven't had something like this good in so fucking long. And
Really?
yeah, it was
Okay.
it's so before this I would watch videos and people were explaining like, oh, it's like this Japanese style pizza where it's a little bit more olive oil and salt forward than American pizza or Italian pizza or whatever. So but yeah, if you're in LA, yeah, so Rachel's chiming in. She's listening, and she's my girlfriend, and she says like, it's like the dough is just, and yeah, the balance, the flavor balance is just perfect. I only had the margarita pizza, and what do you think, Eric? You've had it too.
I think it's very good. Yeah, very good. I think I've had better in Japan.
Sure.
Frankly, I've had better in Japan that style of pizza. But that's like probably one of the how many have I really had? Like I can't say I've tried 10 different places trying to do this style, but of the ones I've tried, this one's probably the best one. Yeah, Pizza Say is very good. But the restaurant has a shitty ambience, in my opinion. I don't enjoy going there.
Yeah.
Like I go there and I'm like, it is made just to eat and leave. No, there's no fucks given beyond that. And I think that's kind of the problem with it too. It's like I don't want to take a friend there and go hang out because it's just not a place to hang out at. It's just you go there to eat pizza and leave.
But I feel like that's that area in general. I feel like that area,
that area sucks where it's at.
yeah, it's
Frankly.
like not an area to hang out. It is just an area to like go pick up food and
Yeah, it's like go there, get your coffee and
home.
leave, right? It's sort of like that. It's like go there, eat your pizza, leave. Bye. That's what I thought. I thought there was no character in that place. It was completely like blah.
I still want to check it out though. I'm close enough.
Pizza's good. No, pizza's really good.
Yeah. You know, I didn't think the restaurant was that bad. It was a little weird the way they have pizza boxes stacked up in the front of the restaurant.
At the entrance?
At the
So
entrance.
you don't come in?
So like
there's
right
nothing,
in the front,
there's nothing fun about that place though, right? Like it's just
you know, I didn't sit at the bar, so
I sat at the bar.
I couldn't watch them like
I sat at the bar and it was just it's kind of boring.
We were trying to figure out, like Rachel and I were trying to figure out what the logo is. It's like this weird like circle, but with like a kind of like this like weird handle, but it's not.
What's
like
it called?
Pizzerias. I don't know. I'm looking it up. I'm going to show pizzerias.
Like I've gone to like I've like made a choice where I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna get pizza. I'm gonna get it from there, and I'm always like, nah, I'm gonna go somewhere else because I don't like the vibe there. So I've actually like passed on going back.
Yeah, like what is that? What is that? What is that logo?
A pizza handle?
Is it like
I don't know. That
is it the cutter
peel
thing?
The pizza peel that you put in the oven? I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
Know. I don't know. Maybe somebody nobody knows.
Yeah. Does anyone know what that is? Is that a handle? This part
looks like a handle.
Looks like a handle.
Looks like a handle of some sort.
You know, like is it a bent pan?
Maybe, or is it a pizza peel, that handle that you throw the pizza in the oven?
We were wondering if it was a peel, but I don't know. It's I don't know. It was like maybe it's because we showed up there so freaking early, and like there was no one around. There was no one there. We didn't have to do some reservation bullshit or anything like that. Like so it was pretty quiet and empty, and you know, like everything was just kind of perfect. You know,
cool.
for
Oh, Jenna says if it's wood fired, it's the spatula handle thing. I would say that probably is wood fired, is my guess, right?
Yeah, it is wood
that's
fired.
Wood fired, right? Yeah, it's wood fired. But I mean, if it's coal fired, it's still gonna use a handle thing. Like,
right.
But it's still weird that it's like curved.
Yeah,
yeah,
it is. Right?
Yeah. I don't know what the curve is about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
But do you like the nice pinchy crust they make? The crust, or I guess you call it the crust. It's kind of they pinch it. It's kind of neat, right? It's kind of
good. It was
yeah.
it was the dough when we had it was just perfect. It wasn't like the right balance of like crispy and chewy, you know, going on there. And I had that, like, you know, what could be considered a Ratatouille moment, but it wasn't nostalgia. It was like, holy shit, like this is really fucking good.
Were any mice involved?
I wish. I know,
so wait,
but
Eric, what kind of pizza do you like though? What's the style? Do you have a certain style?
I'm not too picky with pizza, but one of my favorites is La Rocco's pizza. They have one in Culver City, but I go to the one in Westchester, and it's like New York style. Just like thin.
Is that on Sepulveda in Westchester?
Yeah.
Right? I think I've driven by it on the way to LAX.
Yeah.
I think
that one. It's got a little.
That's got to be that's a New York style, a New York slice is my guess, right?
Yeah, that's a New York slice for sure.
Like a super flat. Okay.
It's good. I like that. That's like my go-to spot.
Wow. Cool.
Although I tried for the first time today a French dip sandwich at Kohl's, which was
in downtown. You were right by the studio.
Oh, is that where you are?
Yep. Yeah, I'm walking distance from Kohl's, but I never go there. Because I'm a Philippe's guy.
Oh, really? You see, I've never tried Philippe's. I'm like
Oh.
on this year I'm making it like my goal to go try a bunch of like just old school LA spots that I've never been to.
Oh,
So today I did Kohl's and I enjoyed it. I don't know if I'm a French dip sandwich kind of guy in general, maybe,
sure.
but
Oh.
I
Well,
liked
Johnny's
it.
has it too. Yeah.
Yeah, that one I got the pastrami, and then this time I got the
Yes.
roast beef.
Well, that's two
And
right
I think,
there. Johnny's and
mhm.
Kohl's. Those are class. There's actually a TikToker I follow who is eating at 101 LA Classics.
Wow.
Oh, dope.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
about Tito's Tacos? Does that count?
Tito's
Or is it-
Tacos
I've had
counts.
Tito's. Yeah, that counts.
Okay.
Yep. That's
I've
totally
never had
like
Pink's. Like I've never done Pink's hot dogs.
I
Like, and
never.
I'm born and raised here. Like I got to do that. I know I've heard like it's probably not great
I,
or that good.
you know,
It's
speaking
good.
of iconic restaurants, Rachel, my girlfriend, and I went to an iconic place this Sunday. We went to Carney's on
Oh, where's that?
Sunset.
Sunset.
Yeah,
It's the
it's
shape of a hot dog, right?
yeah, it's a hot dog place.
Yeah.
It looks like
Shape of a hot
a
dog.
freaking like
Big ass
train
hot dog.
car, like just right out there and on Sunset. And
Didn't you go there before, Eric? It's shaped
No,
like a
I've
hot
gone to
dog.
Tell of the Pup. You're thinking Tell of the
Oh,
Pup.
that's different.
yeah,
Yeah.
Carney's
yeah,
isn't that shaped like
I
a
haven't
hot
been to
dog,
Tail
or
of
is
the
it,
Pup
or is it a
either.
shape, or is it a shape of a train? I can't remember now.
No, it's actually an old
Oh, the
train.
Okay,
train.
the train one.
Oh, I've been
Yeah.
The
wanting
hot
to
dog
go
one.
there
I've been to
too.
both. I can't
Yeah.
just. It's so long ago, but yeah.
It's good. I mean, it's like if you're going to get a hot dog in a place like that, unfortunately, you're going to be paying stupid prices for these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like I think it was
you're
like
paying for the
$8.
you're paying a little bit for the history too, right?
All right, yeah, that's
A
it.
couple dollars.
For
Yeah.
the
So I've
people watching
been
at
to that.
home.
I've been to that place a bunch of times. And I've been to the hot dog one too. That's Tail the Pup, I guess.
Yeah, it's got. What's nice about Carney's is it has its own parking and it's free.
Oh, that's always
key.
good. That's
Yes.
always a
It's in that
plus.
location. Yeah.
Yeah. Pink's has its own parking too. It's behind the restaurant. So
But it's probably tiny, right? It probably gets packed right away.
Sarah Elfers asks,
Yeah.
"Have you ever had Prince Street pizza?" Which I have, but
Yeah.
have you guys had it?
Yeah, I've had Prince Street. Yeah.
What do you think? So, huh?
It's good. That's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you gotta. I think you got to get the pepperoni. Is that the key one? Like just cheese? No, you got to get the pepperoni one. It's basically a grandma style pizza, right? Like square. They would call that what is it? A Detroit style or something?
Sure.
Square, thicker.
Where is
kinda,
it?
There's one in Arts District, and then other one than that is probably
Yeah.
San Diego has one, right?
I
and
guess
then there's one in it's New York.
like I think
Prince Street, New York, right? That's like Lower Manhattan.
one of the speaking of like that brickish kind of pizza, I think what is it? Rachel and I really loved oh my god, what's it called? It's in Silver Lake. Quarter sheet pizza.
I've never been.
Yeah, that place is awesome. But speaking of princes, I went to Prince Dumpling or something like that. It's a place in Rosemead. Apparently, it's like the Din Tai Fung competitor.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it's cheaper, and it's like I actually kind of like it a little more simply because of the fact that the xiaolongbao were scalding hot. Like,
good.
Scalding.
Oh, but that's because there's not made for white people to go, right?
Right, exactly.
Because that's like a lawsuit waiting to happen. You bite it, and then there's someone's gonna sue Din Tai Fung because the dumpling was too hot.
Too hot.
And they burned right. That's literally
that dumpling ripped open and burned my freaking crotch like that
That's
McDonald's lady.
Right, or Starbucks or whatever it is, right? There's like a. That's why, like a lot. I think ramen too. A lot of these places don't make ramen hot enough.
No, they don't.
That's because it's a possible lawsuit, from what I understand.
Damn.
There's a place in K-Town that I saw that had recently opened up, and it was.
I'm blaming white people for everything today.
No, it's not just white people. It's Americans.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's just
Americans.
Yeah.
Americans.
I mean Americans. Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be anybody.
And and Americans are not exclusively white people.
Absolutely not. It can be Asian American.
Yep. It could be
Guatemalan American, right?
It could be all these things.
Yeah, it could be anybody.
There is a
It just depends on who you are and how litigious.
I blame white people. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Damn, you're the guy in the window throwing the money.
I'd be the guy suing, probably.
You've got the camera, the Skid Row
Yeah,
camera.
throwing
It's
money.
you.
That's your camera, Eric. That's yours. You've been like hiding your TikTok, popularity.
Yeah, that's why I just say I don't have one.
Yeah.
So Sarah Elfers says the other Prince Street Pizza is in West Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
I guess there's a place called Apollonia's in West Hollywood.
Apollonia's is good.
Supposed to be very good. Supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I've never been, but I heard that's good.
Yes. Okay. I'm getting messages saying we should be talking to our guest because
we're talking
because we are getting way off, subject.
Oh,
but
so where did you learn art, Eric? Oh, no, I'm kidding.
I prefer the off topic.
Sorry, Eric. I didn't mean to be disrespectful.
No, I honestly prefer that. I do not.
What pen do you use? I'm kidding.
Oh.
So what's the next topic?
What chisel do you use when you chisel your wood?
This.
Wow.
Damn, that's like a jail. That's a jail shank. What is that thing?
I made it in prison.
Damn.
Really? No, you did not.
No, I've never.
You couldn't have taken that thing out of your ass that easily.
That looks scary though.
No, I got this on Amazon.
Yeah. So what have you got coming up next, Eric? What are you working on?
I have the Neko show. I have a show with that studio Titmouse doing like a show.
Are you looking at a calendar or are you looking at your?
Yeah, I have like a list of stuff I got.
I gotcha.
And then Rakugaki, a show with Nucleus Portland.
Cool.
And then one with Leanna Lynn in Eagle Rock.
I've never even heard of that. What is that? What is that place?
It's like more like GR2. Like it's a storefront, but they do shows.
They that's like selling a lot of toy figures and like stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more like GR Store maybe.
I mean that's what I meant, like GR Store. My bad.
Yeah, Lana Lynn's cool. She was also a pop shop person. She was actually live streaming.
Yeah.
Have I met her? I probably met her. Well, which one is she?
Describe her, Eric.
He comes out to like giant robot.
That's far. Well, yeah. What does she look like, Eric?
She's in Eagle Rock.
Okay.
She's about my height. I know she's an Aquarius like me.
Okay. Very good.
Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of this place. So
Leanna Lynn's Wonderland.
Wonderland, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you gonna like deal with this competition, Eric?
Who?
You.
What competition?
The spot in Southern California coming in, freaking like, stepping on your shit, fucking like,
You mean like all the artists that stepped on your shit?
What I'm still standing.
Look at me, man. I'm on a podcast. I'm hosting a podcast.
That's what I'm telling my friends. I'm on a podcast today.
Yeah, we're big time.
And we're talking serious stuff.
Yeah, like pizza. and hot dogs.
And homeless fights.
and like ways to fucking rig the fucking the gift system on TikTok.
Yeah, I mean I guess I'm gonna have to download TikTok and give that a go. But mm,
You know, what you need to do is you need to find a small plot of land, make it look like it's part of a jungle, you know,
yeah.
and then have freaking a ratty old blanket and a piece of cardboard on the dirt.
This is gonna happen in Eric's backyard.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a little. It's perfect. My backyard's perfect for that. And then when people tip me and my dog dance.
Yes.
Aw.
Oh my God. Oh my
Sounds
God.
cute.
That's so good.
That
I'm
sounds
quitting
cute.
art.
Yeah.
I like this already.
Yeah. Fuck. Let me know
That's
when you do
great.
it. I will send roses and cowboy
Okay.
hats or whatever.
I don't know what
It's
that means. I don't know any that is
I don't know either. I've never gifted anyone anything on TikTok. I don't understand like the impetus to like, you know, send like gifts
yeah, just
over these
cowboy
things.
hats.
Like, you know, like, you're not gonna like, you know, show me your breasts or, you know, whatever. So
Mhm.
like, you know, why should I like, you know,
I mean, I
encourage
might if they pay enough.
Well, like remember the NPC trend on TikTok where it was like people like, you know, doing they would have these fixed reactions every time they would receive.
Oh yeah, that was so weird.
Yeah, that was so weird. And it was this weird ugly trend, and then like it was popularized by this one woman, and
I
then
must have missed it.
oh,
I have no idea what that is.
It was something else. It was it basically like it was like a woman or a man like being kind of robotic with their reaction.
So pretend I send you $1, Luke, right now. What do they do?
Well, like, so what you would send are things like ice creams or
Okay.
pizzas and
I'm
like,
sending
you
you
know, and they go,
But
pizza
they would
yum, pizza yum, ice cream
yeah, and
yum,
then every time it was a
yum.
pizza, you
Oh.
had to do that one reaction, and it was
Oh.
weird.
Yeah,
Oh, that
yeah,
sounds bad. Okay.
yeah. It
Oh
was a
well.
But they would
thing.
send it with the tip, right? Like that was the point.
get
They made
money.
money off of it.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
made money
Gotcha.
off of that.
Yeah. So Eric, you went to some kind of a toy thing because you know, like
Oh yeah.
we talk about like, oh, we go to Decon and oh, I bought a Sofubi from Candy Bolton, right, or something like that is kind of what
Mhm.
I would say, or Luke might say, or something. But you go to a different toy place. Can you talk about that?
So twice a year in Glendale, they do the All American Toys and Collectibles show. And the guy recently told me they've been doing it, I think, for over 10 years or something like that.
Wow.
So yeah, and it's just all like old collectibles for the
Like
most
Bob's Big
part.
Boy, like Bob's Big Boy figure type
Mhm,
of thing.
mhm.
So
You
you're
Like
boot
pretty
see,
much,
so like you're buying like old man toys.
I'm buying, yeah, all of these like weird old
Oh,
things. And then
those
these
are
are the
great.
ones that Eric has given me.
Yeah, but those are from Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Which
just
is
look
why I
like
want to go
old,
to
well,
Japan.
they're old though, but yeah.
But
The
yeah,
internet,
that's always a good show.
yeah, the internet has kind of ruined it though. Like people who were saying that like before like Yahoo auctions and all these other like, you know, or eBay and sites like that, like because there wasn't so much communication, you couldn't just easily look up prices and stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
people would like sell stuff for crazy cheap, you know, but like because of the internet, like prices are all standardized now, like or
Yeah.
elevated, and it's you know, just kind of like, you know, fuck things up for people who are looking for that like
Oh,
accidental piece of
by
treasure.
luck.
Yeah.
I guess you
Mhm.
could still get lucky, but part of it too though is I think the prices even with like all this research still might be cheaper than buying like a Sofubi from Candy Bolton. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like you
Yeah.
go to Decon, the prices there are probably higher, but you're buying something limited, new, and all this kind of stuff in indie. but then a Bob's Big Boy figure is probably like 1/3 the price.
Oh
But
yeah,
it's
it's
like
like
50 years old.
yeah. Well, it's like
Yeah,
that's like
I don't know.
20 bucks,
Just
right?
yeah, so
Like
it's a little different.
mm-hmm, which is
Yeah.
why probably I also enjoy collecting these because they're affordable and I like them.
They have a lot of
That
character.
era, that style.
Yeah. Just interesting.
Mhm.
That's like you're a young guy, but you're collecting old man toys.
But yeah, I mean, you and I have similar collections, right? Like,
I have kind of a little of everything. Is
mm-hmm,
kind of what I'm not the best collector of things because like well, a little of everything, but I'm like I don't have this one thing where I am really great at this. I don't
yeah,
have that.
yeah,
It's just like yeah, I've got a Bob's Big Boy figure somewhere. I don't know
mm-hmm,
where, but yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those
okay.
things like that. But yeah, no, I like the fact that you go to that. It seems like that feeds into your artwork more than also,
Oh, for sure. Yeah, like that all the weird because I'll find like weird little like wooden things, little figures and stuff there, and that's usually what like I'll gravitate towards too, just something weird that I know I probably won't find anywhere else. And yard sales are good for that too. And yard sales are good for like finding because that's when people aren't informed. That's when you
Right.
might get lucky is at yard sales because they
Mm.
just start taking out their trash and then you might find something that is worth more, but to them they're like, let's just get rid of this, you know.
Sure.
because they want the
Mhm.
instant cash and money, right? It's like
Mhm.
yeah,
Right. Yeah. It's like because putting that effort in is just time, and
Mhm.
and sometimes you're just trying to like, look, gotta clear this fucking piece of property out so we can like
because
Mhm.
everybody here died. We need to get rid of everything.
Yeah, estate sales. I do estate sales too. They're great.
I haven't been to an estate sale for like years. Years. I used to go to them quite a bit, but
Mhm.
nowadays I've got too much junk. All
Mhm.
I do is I don't know. How do you find yard sales? How do you find these things these days? They
Yard
always seem to
sales,
be accidental for me. Like
yeah,
oh
yard sales are more accidental, but estate sales I have like a straight up estate sale app and they post them on
oh
there and yeah, and you can like you'll go through the pictures and you can kind of see what they sell and you can see if that's the kind of estate sale you would like because sometimes it's just clothes or sometimes it's just jewelry, but then sometimes it's collectibles and those are the ones I go to,
mm,
but they also get competitive because if you go on a Saturday or Sunday, they're packed and there's lines, and so I always try to go on Thursday or Friday since
hmm,
like my schedule is more flexible, other people aren't as available. So
right.
mhm.
Oh, I didn't know there was what's the name of that app? Do you know if it offhand?
I think it's just called estatesale.net, but it's an app. That's what it's called. Let me see. Yeah,
Estatesales.net.
yeah, statesales.net. That's it.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Hmm.
All right.
I learned
Um.
something new.
Yeah. Back to one question I have left that's art related.
Okay,
Oh man.
Yay.
No,
what's
last
your
one.
last
It's
one?
well because you're not exactly, but as a you've been since you're doing art, you've been doing art independently for 2 years now. What's the percentage of like how much art you sell versus merchandise versus vending? I guess you do vend like events where you vend. Like is there a percentage of all of it that you kind of do? Because a lot of people think to be an independent artist, you just got to sell art, right? So people don't get
Mhm.
it. It's like, oh yeah, I got to sell tons of art, or else I can't make it. And I'm like, you do a little of everything, I
Yeah,
think.
I don't know percentages. I
Yeah.
kind of just because it changes throughout the year, so sometimes there's more tabling. Like right now, there's not a lot of like tabling events because it's kind of cold and so I definitely do have to focus more on like shows, um, just selling stuff through my shop, but then like also Patreon and stuff like that helps. So, but it I feel like there's no formula. I'm just always kind of hustling and on to the next thing, you know, like I have my schedule here and then I have like, okay, I know I have that show next, and then I kind of just getting through whatever's on my schedule. And if someone hits me up for a tabling event, then usually I'll say yes, unless I already have something else that day, and then just add it to the calendar, and it's like on the next thing, you know. So that's kind of how it is all year. Like I'm just like on to the next thing, on to the next thing, and but I'm never fully paying attention to like how much did I make through my shop and how much did I make here, and it's kind of I kind of just take it all, and I'm like, okay, this is money, you know. But I'm very bad at like the business side of like figuring all that out. I think with time, I think I'm getting better at like noticing patterns and stuff, but I feel like I'm still kind of early on to fully know. And I'm so bad at that. I'm good at just like making the art and getting stuff done when I need to, and not doing any of the other like, you know, recording stuff. And
That's
yeah.
that's usually it's like one or the other, but then some people do
Yeah, some people are good at both.
Yeah, or some are just good at the money part and the art's not as good, right? But somehow it still works. I'm like,
yeah,
oh, the art, but then I'm like, somehow you work it and it.
How
It's
how
still
does your
working,
yeah.
Patreon work? I'm always curious to see when I hear artists using Patreon, like like what kind of like content are you basically are these are Patreon users supporting? And
Yeah, what am I supporting, Eric?
Uh-oh. No, so I have 3 tiers. I have one that is just, I think it's $3, and I just kind of post updates on like
I've
what
never.
I'm working on. But
Where are the updates at?
on
On
Patreon.
Patreon? Oh, I've
Yeah.
never even seen one before.
But I was about to say I've kind of dropped the ball on those.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
post as much. But then I have the $5 one that you just get a sticker every month. So everyone gets, if you're subscribed to it, you get a sticker every month. And then with $5 each person, it like adds up, you know. And then I have the last tier, which is everyone gets a small painting, which that's what Eric joined.
I'm in.
Every month. And
every month you do a small painting for
I keep it limited to 7 people.
Okay.
So it's and then
they're getting simpler though. They're getting simpler.
I didn't give you the last one. The last one got I put in work.
Okay, because I was like, oh, it's becoming like a line drawing now.
Well, you told me that last time, and I took that into consideration. So this last one has more in it, but I forgot to give it to you. I was gonna give it to you at the show, and then I forgot.
Oh,
and it's in my car.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna give it to you in person, but now
am I 2 years? Am I been a Patreon?
Yeah, you're 2
for
years
2
now.
years now.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Yeah.
3 tiers: $3, $5, and what was the second tier? The last tier?
And 40.
40.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
and I'm thinking of like.
I think I'm paying less than 40 though, right?
Are you?
I think so.
I thought it was 40. I think I have it at 40.
I think I'm less, but okay, I'm not sure. I thought it was less.
Oh, I gotta raise that. I'll check that.
Damn. Damn.
And then it's just like it starts adding up, and then
of course.
But I don't want to do more than 7 paintings a month, because it takes.
Are you doing the same painting for all 7 people?
Yeah.
Or?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, I'm kidding.
Oh, Eric, you're just one of 7.
Joking.
But you're getting a limited edition
of 7. It's like a print.
Of 7.
I'm kidding. It's all good. I'm
and
honored.
the stickers. How are you doing these stickers? Are they vinyl, like die cut stickers?
Yeah, I get them done through Sticker App, so I try to get them done like by the end of each month, so that way they're like mailed to me like halfway through. Yeah, they arrived at my house like halfway through the month, and then I mail them out.
Yeah, they're these little tiny stickers. They're like this big.
Yeah, it's just lines. No,
I'm kidding.
They're like normal size stickers.
Wow. Okay.
But,
So yeah, Patreon counts.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's like I think that's great. I'm just curious to see like to like because I've been trying to figure out like like obviously I'm familiar with the resource, but I have no idea how to make it work for myself.
Oh, original painting every month, Luke. A
Oh my.
small one, but you could charge like a lot more because
Yeah,
you're
you could definitely charge a lot more.
you could charge like I don't know how much would it be, $300 maybe, and you get like a small Luke Chu work like this big or something, and
Honestly, you could if you did like a
you make 7 of
small
them at once.
original on like a piece of like nice paper that doesn't take too long, but it's still like is your work. I feel
You're
like you
just a
could charge.
machine. You're
You
just
definitely
like a
could charge.
circle with dots.
There's
You
lines.
definitely charge more than 40,
Oh my God, it
and
seems
you
like
keep
so
it
much
limited.
work.
Yeah, it normally takes me like.
Maybe you could do a whole year's worth at one sitting is the idea, Luke. And then, then you open up the Patreon, you show what you already got, and then you say, if you join, here's the paintings. It's already
Yeah,
done.
here's the year subscription that you're gonna get.
Yeah. So pay for the whole year now, and I'll just mail it to you.
I mean that actually makes sense. I'll
I'm
be
just
totally
trying to make it
honest,
easier.
yeah.
I'm trying to make it easier for you.
Like
For the laziest
provide
guy of all.
people with just show them like here's what's coming.
Or why not just sell the paintings and not need Patreon? What's the point of Patreon at that point?
But I also noticed it like keeps me like accountable, because I have to do it. Otherwise, like I'm just like, oh, do 7 paintings. Nah, like I just rather not.
No, it's part of your monthly routine then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, that's a good thing to have then. It keeps you active and stuff.
And it definitely gets like it takes way longer than I thought, like it does take a while.
Because that money's not free, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It takes a while, but it's worth it.
Yeah. I think Felicia Chow has had, or same thing, she has a tier that includes original art. And I think there was a time when there was like 6 or 7 slots or something. So she would do original art. And then basically she's trying to stop doing that. But the whole thing is if once you're in, you're in. So the people that are in are still getting an original drawing every month. So it's part of her routine, but it's a little more. I don't know how much it is, but she's been doing that for a long time. So you get an original Felicia Chow piece every month. It's crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I think that tier obviously costs a little more. But
but
I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty good money. Like it's not. I don't know. I don't know how much it is. I have no idea, but.
I mean, it's cool. Like
yeah, she's a worker bee. She likes. She's a worker. She's a boss.
I work hard to be lazy. So I want everyone needs that. Like the one thing like if like when you gotta have downtime. Gotta have downtime.
Yeah,
you should
for sure.
You should have as much downtime as you want. You know what I'm saying? Ideally, right?
I miss
like literally, yes. You should have as much downtime as you want. That's like a way to go or way to live if you can.
Like I've been telling I was talking to Rachel about this, and I was like, I miss stay at home. I would love just 3 months. 3 solid months where there's nothing going on, everyone's stuck in their homes, and I could just sit there and veg out to the point where I lose my shit, where I'm sick and tired of my apartment, and then oh, I'm free. It's been 3 months. This has been I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see people. I'm so excited to get back to work. I'm so excited. I've got all these ideas I've been taking notes on and, doodling it on, because, I've just been stuck at home. And so world, please bring on another pandemic.
Oh,
No, God, no.
yeah.
I fucking hate being at home.
Oh, I
Oh,
liked it, but I actually was so busy. Pandemic time, I actually made myself busy.
right,
Yeah,
right.
pop
Yeah,
shop
you
helped,
were
right?
you
Yeah,
were
but it
pop
was I
shopping.
was having, but I kind of saw it as I was like the end of the world's coming, zombie apocalypse. Here's what I would do, right? I was thinking like this is it, So I'm gonna like, everything I was doing was like awesome in the beginning, and then I got lazier like a little bit. I mean, I was like actually I lost a ton of weight and got really thin and in good shape, like better condition because I was like
Mhm.
exercising because I was like a zombie apocalypse. I need to be in shape, like literally I did. And I stopped junky food consumption. So all of a sudden I lost all this weight and I was exercising. And I'm like, you know what? I'm in really good shape now. And I'm not eating as much food because there's less food around. Go to the market, you can't even get anything. So I was like rationing everything. And then, after a while, I was like, oh, fuck, there's tons of food now. Nobody gives a shit. You know what I mean? But in the beginning, I was like, you can't get bread, you can't get flour, you can't
Yeah.
get yeast, you can't get anything. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to limit my food to like a really small amount that's just the right amount. And then all of a sudden, I lost all this weight and then I gained it all back and then some
You
to the
you
moon.
were you were
But
ripped, right? During the pandemic?
I don't know about ripped, but I was actually like probably 20 pounds lighter than I am right now.
Damn.
Literally 20. I think about 20 less now than now. Yeah.
Oh,
And working out every day because I was like, you know what? If I got to run from a zombie, I'm going to run fast and far.
I miss working in my backyard. I feel like during the pandemic,
Yeah.
my garden looked great, and now
no.
everything's like dying because I just don't go back there to take care of anything anymore.
It's just
Oh,
different time, right?
Yeah,
We learned a little bit from all that in something, right? We learned something from it all. So, but yeah,
probably.
Luke's like, I want it back, but
I want it back. I want it
maybe
back.
it's just
No,
maybe there's just
no.
take the best of what was there and apply it today if you can.
So, Eric, what have you got coming up? And because we're almost, yeah, we're
Oh wow,
approaching the
we
end.
went far and deep. We are at 1:30 basically.
Yeah, but
Sorry, Eric Martinez. We were at
Damn.
90 minutes.
yeah, man,
You took us past the finish line.
you were great. You were
We
great.
went on a journey.
Yeah,
You took us past the finish line from throwing money in the streets, eating pizza, a little bit of art,
hot dogs, art.
Hot dogs,
where-
everything.
where did you go to
pastrami.
school?
Yeah, that we covered that.
we
We could do
got
it.
all
We could
that
do an
shit
Eric
out of
Martinez
the
quiz.
way.
We could do an Eric Martinez quiz. One, what's the name of Eric Martinez's dog?
Butters.
Good. See,
Oh,
you passed.
nice.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, look. I don't have dementia.
Me neither. Anyway, you did good. And what's the name of those red headphones?
Are
Me?
you asking me? Meats.
Eric, I feel like Eric's quizzing me. So
It doesn't matter.
yes,
Meats.
needs.
Meats.
So how can people
Meats.
find you, Eric?
On Instagram, Erick
New
Martinez
Instagram, right?
art
Well,
underscore.
yeah. Yeah.
Is there a whole
Eric
bunch of
Martinez
other?
art underscore.
Are there a whole bunch of Erics with C's and K's with the last name Martinez doing art, or are you like
No, so
two?
I had an old account that was I had straight up just had Erick Martinez art, like perfect, and then it got deleted by Instagram for some reason.
Are you
Like
serious?
just just out of nowhere, right as I quit my job to go full time, where I was like, I need this audience to like survive, and then it just got deleted, and it said for impersonating someone. That was their like reason. And then I tried contacting them, could never contact them. I could
Yeah, they
never
don't
put
have
in.
their tech support sucks because they
It
don't have
fucking
But
sucked.
then
So I
what
never got it
happened?
back.
But what happened anyway?
I made a new one, and then you shouted me out. Sketch Party shouted me out.
It blew up.
It blew up and it doubled in like what I had before. So it was
Oh,
That's
that's great.
amazing.
good. It like snowballed. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
great. And then you know what? There's still a problem for some reason. When I pay Eric using PayPal, you are the only account that it always has a
Yeah,
problem.
that's so weird. I would get texts from Eric saying like it didn't go through, or like you're just the only one I can't
Yeah,
like
it'll say
properly pay you.
it'll take like 24 hours for money to clear to go to his account.
I don't
For
know
some reason,
why.
your PayPal account is flagged or something. I
That's
don't know why.
weird.
Yeah.
Because like
It's
my
been like that
shop
for
doesn't do that.
yeah, for some
Mm.
reason when I
And
pay you
anything
it's a mess.
Mm.
that's
Yeah,
weird.
we don't know why. I don't know.
Mm.
Because at first you used to think it was because the solo show I did was for folk's sake, and you're like,
Yeah, we
you
thought
said
that
maybe because
folk.
of no, you thought because of sake they thought we were selling alcohol like sake.
Oh, because it was sake for folk's sake. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, is this like, do they think it's alcohol? And like, I'm not supposed to, because if you look at there's a lot of rules and stuff about selling alcohol. And then it's like, wasn't that?
That's why this time that
I don't
piece
know,
with the
man.
moon that says moonshine on it, I did not call it moonshine. I think I called it shiner or something else. Like, because I was like, I don't want them to think we're selling moonshine.
Yeah.
Are you
But
only?
yeah.
It's so. Again, your Instagram was Erick with a C and a K.
Yeah, CK
Martinez, and then
Martinez art.
and then 2 underscores.
Yep.
No,
One
art and then
underscore.
one
One-
underscore.
1 underscore.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wait,
Mhm.
before we go, one more question. Sorry, Luke, I'm ruining it all. Our timing.
Yes.
Erick Martinez lived in Santa Monica, sort of near Santa Monica College. And I forgot the story, but there was that shooting that happened at Santa Monica College.
Yeah.
Probably while you lived there, right? In that it's during that time, correct?
No, I was not living there.
Oh, you weren't.
No. But I mean, I heard about it and
Oh, I thought
everyone was talking about it.
you know what? It was your friends then that came with you.
Yeah, my
once,
friend lived like right up the street from that. Yeah.
right where it all happened. Oh,
Yeah.
When was the shooting? I don't remember there being like. What's this?
there's some
It was-
guy who, yeah, it's what is it? Is that what part of what's that part of Santa Monica called where you lived? You know, it's not it's a little
like
gangster part.
Stewart and Pico.
It's that gangster area.
by the 99-cent store. Yeah. Not
Right.
anymore. It used to be.
That used to be
like in the
that.
90s. Yeah. 80s
80s.
and
It was
90s.
bad.
80s
Yeah,
and
yeah.
90s. Yeah.
From what I
But-
understand, there was a guy. What happened? He lived right around there. He killed his mother,
He killed his
maybe.
parents. Yeah, I think his dad and his mom. And then ran out with a gun, hijacked the car. Some
And he was
poor
shooting.
woman.
He was shooting out the window of the car, right, at people or
Jesus.
something.
Think so. And then he went to
Yeah.
Santa Monica College, killed a few people, or like
Yeah.
maybe one
Wow.
person,
Yeah, he went
and
on
then killed
campus
himself,
and-
right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think, or they killed him. I don't
Probably.
remember.
Probably, yeah.
But weird thing is, I later found out kind of more recently, my brother went to school with that guy.
Oh, I knew there was a
Oh.
connection.
Yeah. So like, my brother went to like, he was always causing trouble and up to no good. So he got kicked out of Samo, and he went to like a smaller like continuation school where like just all the bad kids went.
Right.
And then that guy was there.
Oh.
And then he said he was this guy that would always just like wear black
Oh.
and like trench coat kind, and they would always say like him and his friends would be like, oh, that's the kind of guy that would like shoot up a school.
Oh no.
Trench coat
then-
mafia.
And then my brother was like, I was always nice to that guy because I was like not trying to die if he did do it. But he said that all his friends would like fuck with the guy and like yeah, treat him like shit. And I was like, oh
Don't-
man,
Don't fuck with
don't
people.
ever mess with that guy. Yeah, like people like that, or just anyone in general. But still, yeah. So that's
I just got a message from Rachel saying she knew him.
Oh,
really?
Oh, yeah.
Damn. See,
Yeah.
the connection's
Connections,
deep.
yeah.
How
Wow.
did she
Dang.
know him? What was the story? How did she know him?
I don't know.
Oh. Was he Russian or he was like Yugoslavian?
I don't know.
Or he had some kind of maybe like I don't know, man.
Apparently,
He had some kind of a name that was like something like that. Serbian or something. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Well, I am. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. On that
just
note.
wanted
Alright.
to see-
Great way to end it.
On that great note.
Alrighty. Thanks everyone for tuning in. This
Thank
is a
you
wild
much.
one.
Yeah.
we went.
This is the
we
one
went
to check out.
yeah, we went We went to all the places.
Yeah, and beyond that.
All right, everybody.
But
Thanks for tuning in. Robot and the
anyways,
Bear.
Robot and the Bear,
Thank you very much.
2024 happening.
Yeah.
Happy Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year.
Oh, well, that's on the 10th. Anyways.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just telling you ahead of time because, you know.
Yeah, it's coming up, guys. Go and buy your pineapple cakes.
Yeah, that.
All right. Good night, guys.
Thank you. Good night.